Um, so I guess on like April 14th, I think, I made a bet with the devil. Whoa. Hey, that's pretty crazy. Um, so as someone who's spent a lot of time recovering from psychotic breaks, dropping in and out of college, uh, I've really had a lot of unique experiences, I would say. But also with that, a lot of not learning experiences. So, kind of living experiences. I spent a lot of my time in my head and during my psychotic breaks, and kind of after that, I've been more about experiences and not being in my head so much, right? And that's included me not really taking time to learn um, as much, which is sad. Um, because I've always had a curious mind, and it seems like that was kind of fading from me. Um, or my mind would get too curious in kind of the worst way, if you know what I mean. And so, um, yeah, I just wanted to give a little more context on who I am. The channel name may have given you a little indicator. But yeah, so I originally went to school for computer science, and then switched to economics after that. And the only reason I switched to economics was because I basically became ineligible. Right, I failed Calc 2 and failed the first Python course, like the weeding out Python course, and it was rough. I was going to be ineligible for the next track season. Oof, that sucks. So I decided to switch my major, take classes in the summer, get it back up, and then just kind of stick with economics. I always had a mind for markets. I thought stocks were interesting. Not even like making money, but just like the whole concept of like a market, right? So I was in economics, and guess what? Now I'm back to programming because, yeah, I mean, so you could argue that I'm done with economics and I've stopped learning economics. That's not how I see it. I think, even though I don't have a degree, I pretty much learned everything that a school can teach you about economics. And the only thing the degree is good for is getting a job, right? Or if you want to, right, if you want to get in the government, that's still a job. Like, I, I don't want an economics degree to get pretty much any of the jobs. A lot of the, anyway, I'm done with economics because I mastered it. So I have a little more experience in programming than I may have let on like beforehand. But it was also 5 years ago when I was a computer science major, so keep that in mind. It pretty much feels like new again. Um, and so with that, this is kind of an update video, right? I made this bet with the devil. I have 5 years to make a game. How's it going? Well, it's going. It's going. I've lost a couple times. I can't lie. Yeah, like there are days when I come up to my keyboard, right? I like just got a new one too. Like I come up to my keyboard and I go, you know, I can't I can't write a single line of anything. I don't even want to try like visual scripting I don't want to do anything in front of a screen. Period. Like I just need I need something that isn't this and I need it now. And what I've been realizing is that at those times, I need to get better about responding to stress. B, I need to have things to go do, right? Like going for a walk, getting that sun and steel. Guess what? Haven't been getting it lately. I messed my back up this week. It's been pretty hard to get up and around, which has been helping with programming this week anyways, been, going awesome. Whoa, camera light went all crazy. But so, yeah, there's also other days where I feel like I'm typing better than I can think, right? Like I've been creative writing for a while. I know how to type on a keyboard and know how to express myself. And so just like writing out what I want to do and then like starting to get like when I can really get in a role, it really starts to feel like, hold on a second. Like I think right, like just the smallest taste of like something and I'm just like, hold on. Like I'm intoxicated. Like I that was worth all of that. That was worth all of that just for that little thing. That was worth it. And sometimes it's not going to be worth it. And like that's what I'm trying to get used to and like have good strategies for, because if I'm already losing now, it's only going to get worse later when like everything scales up, right? So, yeah, I even have like, you know, when I get frustrated, it's not every day I'm like signing off like, oh, I can't type a single line on the keyboard. Like, no, I I have a good time with it for a certain amount of time, and then a certain amount of time comes and I go, wow, I'm spent for the day. And on those days, you know what happens? I I'll hop on Xbox or whatever. I might go play Rocket League with my twin. Like, oh, some of my buddies might be on COD. Like, hop in with them for a little bit. And then it'll kind of be like people start hopping out, whatever. Everyone's kind of going to play their own games. And I just start looking through Game Pass. Like, oh, is there anything new on Game Pass? Oh, what could I play? And then I'm like, hold on a second. Oblivion Remastered. Do I download it? You bet your ass. I go and grab my 75-foot Ethernet cable and hook it right up to the to go as fast as possible. And then when it's downloaded, right, I guess it's only the first time, but like, and then when it's downloaded and I'm hovering over it and I'm going, dude, I'm about to play Oblivion Remastered, Unreal, dude, this is something else. This could be what really gets me back into liking games again. And I don't press A. I don't boot up the game. I march over here and I sit my ass here. I open either, I'm trying to learn Godot right now as well, and like I go through Godot documentation, try to practice some of that. I go on Code Wars. I try a language that, a new language this time that I'm kind of still learning. Lose my mind at that for way too long at the most fundamental beginner problems. I sit here and I go through another free code camp module. I try to implement my snake game variant idea. Even if I'm really totally spent, I can't spend another second focusing on like how how to tell a computer to do something, and I just want to think about the idea stuff. I can even do that. I can just throw on some Mayday air disaster thing in the background. There's some mystery in the sky going on, and I just get to think of ideas for games, and I'm like, this is therapeutic for me. This is a break. This is awesome. I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm relaxing while this is like the hard thing, right? And so it's a lot, but it's coming along. So plenty of L's, but it's coming along. But man, I suck. Like I really do suck. If someone sat next to me and was like, "Oh, like do anything," I'd be like, how about I give you like a word bank of things that I can do? Like I don't know. But so that's all. How do you think the odds are looking?